I know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This week's motivation, we're talking about the crown. Yes, the crown that you put on your head, the crown that a queen would wear, the crown that a king would wear. I'm going to tell you right up front what this is going to be about is crowns do not get handed out, people. Crowns do not get handed out. Crowns don't get handed out the same way attention does not get handed out. The same way the lead does not get handed out. The same way leadership does not get handed out. The same way control is not handed out. All those things are taken. You ever see some people running a race or watch a race car, the Formula One racing or NASCAR racing? What do they say when someone comes from second place to first place? They say, he took the lead, right? When someone gets into control of an organization, they don't say he was given control. Someone's given control, usually they're not respected. He took control of the situation. She took control of her business. He decided to take control of everything that was going on. And when it comes to the crown now, usually there's only one crown. Usually there's just one, right? But here's the thing about the crowns is we're not living in the times of kings and queens, at least not in the civilizations that I know of, at least definitely not here in the United States. The crown is something that every single human being can decide to put on their head. And whatever country you live in, you don't have to live in the USA to understand this. The crown is something that you put on your head. It's a figurative crown. It don't have to be an actual crown, but you can go get one that wouldn't hurt. When you put that crown on your head, if any of you have read my favorite book, it's called The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I believe it's chapter number 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. And what Robert Greene talks about in that chapter is that if you want people to treat you with the utmost respect, like you're the best at what you do, like you're a person who is worthy of a high price tag, like you're a person who is worthy of their attention and then of their respect and of doing what you want done, you want people to bend to your will, then you must carry yourself like someone who is used to that happening. You must carry yourself like someone who is deserving of that happening. Because if you carry yourself like a peasant, people are going to treat you like a peasant. If you carry yourself like you have no respect for you, how do you think other people are going to treat you? If you carry yourself like you don't expect anybody, if you speak like you don't expect people to stop what they're doing and listen to you, why would you expect anybody to listen to you? If you carry yourself with your shoulders slumped and your head down and you barely speak above a whisper when you say something, why would you expect anyone to give you their attention? People's attention is valuable. Why would you expect that? If you don't walk into a room and expect people to give you their time so you can say your piece and say what you have to say, then why would you expect anybody to give you their time? And that's what the law of the crown is about. This is the strategy of the crown, rather. That's what this is about. That's what this week's motivation is. You got to put the crown on your head first before you get treated like a king. You must conduct yourself like you got a crown on your head. Even if we just did it in a literal sense, not the actual crown, but if you just acted like there was a crown on top of your head, you couldn't walk like this. Because if you walk like that, the crown will fall off. So you couldn't sit down slouched in your chair, because if you were slouched in your chair, crown will fall off when your head tipped to the side. So you would have to walk regally with your head up. You would have to keep your shoulders back and your chest down. You would have to speak like a king, because if you didn't, people would be confused. Like, why this person got on the crown, but they ain't speaking like they in charge. They're not speaking like they ready to take the lead. They're not speaking like they're commanding respect. People would be kind of confused. They wouldn't know what to think of you because they see in one thing, but they're experiencing a different thing. Which one is it? Strategy of the crown that you're going to take with you from this week's motivation is you got to put the crown on your head. And crowns do not get handed out, people. You put the crown on your head first. You take the crown, which is just sitting there waiting, because every single human being can have their own crown. There's enough. Everybody can be a king of themselves. You got to be a king of yourself first before you worry about being a king of your family, your sports team, your school, your business, whatever organization you're going to join, whatever charity you're a part of. You got to be a king or queen of yourself first. If you can't be the king or queen of yourself when you're by yourself, how are you going to be the king or queen of anybody else? Put the crown on your head. Start carrying yourself as if there's a crown on your head. Start walking, talking, thinking, and acting as if you were destined to have a crown on your head, because that's the only way you're going to get it, and it's definitely the only way you're going to keep it. As soon as you put your head down, as soon as you start looking down at the ground, as soon as you start slumping your shoulders and walking around like you're not worthy of respect, somebody's going to knock that crown right off your head, and you ain't getting it back. Now, you want to get that strategy of the crown. You want to get that mindset, that confidence, the mental toughness to carry yourself like that, not just for the 2 hours after you hear the motivation video before you forget it, but for the rest of your life. Get into my Bulletproof Mindset course. It is the deepest, most comprehensive course on mental toughness, confidence, and discipline ever created worldwide, facts only. You know someone who's made a better one, you let me know. You won't, because there isn't. WorkOnYourGameU.com/bulletproof. Get yourself in that course or get on the waiting list. It's not open right now. I guarantee it's going to change your life. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.
Hey, witness on the beat.